Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you all are enjoying your Thursday. Tyler Weeman and I are going to be doing a live best ball draft in lieu of our normal MLB player props. Most of the games are earlier today, except for that one Mets-Braves game, so no picks for today. Although I did put in an entry, if you guys are curious, I'll pull that up in a second. But really, we're doing some best ball drafts because, Tyler, it is best ball summer after all. How are you feeling on this Thursday?
I am feeling well. Weird day for baseball. We have a ton of early games and only one night game, but I'm all right with having all day long baseball.
All right. Well, we have run into, there we go. Sometime on location settings. Let me troubleshoot. So that's always a fun start to the show here. I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Yeah, every now and then on the good old laptop, it does it.
Let's see. Anyways, how are you feeling? Are you entered into some of those best ball? What's it called? Let me just sign out and in just a second.
Yeah, I really like the multiple contests that Underdog just put out. They just put out the Poodle, which is a 20 max. They did a $20, $10 max. I forgot which dog that one is named after. But I really, really like the structure of those. And if you guys are playing on Underdog, you should definitely look into those. I think they're definitely a good ulterior to Best Ball Mania, which is just, an insane contest to try and win.
We're still trying. 2 million could be ours, Tyler. Split it 50-50. $1 million a piece sounds good to me. Let's go get it. We are entered in now. Back in business here. Again, we are playing best ball on Underdog BBM 6 now. Can't believe we are in Best Ball Mania 6. Wasn't it when it started, it was just $200,000 for the winner, and now it's at $2 million? It's definitely grown
it was
over the
something
years.
like that, yeah. And now it's just a giant contest. So
Let's
now hopefully we can
go.
get baseball and basketball into bigger contests as well.
Yeah,
So
love to see that. As always, again, if you are downloading, if I can talk on this Thursday, here we go. Let's try it again. If you do download Underdog, use the promo code LineStar. That way you can get a nice bonus deposit. Plus you can also get or a cash bonus. Plus you can also get 1 free month of the LineStar app, which has a best ball rankings tool that you can export and take it into your next draft. So make sure to check that out as well. I've got it up on a different tab. I'll definitely be referencing it. So check that out. It's a great tool for all you guys that are entering a bunch of drafts like Tyler. And go check it out for yourself. We're waiting on 2 people for this draft. I'm ready to party with this best ball draft, kind of like those tight ends at the tight end camp. Did you see that Taylor Swift even performed in a celebration of the tight ends?
I did see that.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but also it's we don't need Taylor Swift news in June when it comes to NFL. I'm all right waiting on some Taylor Swift news. Is pretty much all I'm saying.
Yes, Tyler's had enough of the T Swift news in season. Me bringing it up every week, I get it. But you know what? Travis Kelce actually has some pretty good value in best ball, so I don't mind it. Yeah, everybody's trying to get those younger tight ends, and you know what? Old faithful Travis Kelce's just sitting right there sometimes.
Yeah, Billy Green. Yeah, go into Underdog. Go to the 30-second timer on Best Ball Mania.
Yeah, we're in the 30-second because we need our time.
Yes, we did 30-second. So,
all right, let's Good point. I do not have the live chat open right now. So if you guys are trying to ask us questions, let's pull that up.
I got us covered. I got it.
Oh, open. Thanks. At least one of us is paying attention over there. All right. Billy Green just got here. There you go. Tyler's on it. We're waiting for one person. So if that's you, hop on in, join our best ball draft. We are going to crush this thing. Super excited. Also starting to think about my season-long fantasy. We're trying to coordinate, the draft party, all those things. Super fun. This time of year is fun. So yeah. I am the commissioner of my league. So, that's a lot of responsibility. You got to plan. You got to coordinate schedules. Everyone's on vacation. Give it up to your local, whoever your commissioner is. Make sure you're nice to your commissioners in your season-long fantasy league. That's my PSA of the day.
To set that up?
What's that?
Have you already started that setup and talking to people, trying to figure it out?
Oh, absolutely. Because someone's going to bail last minute and you just got to have everything lined up, ready. Everybody's in vacation mode. So you're dealing with all these different schedules and, before you know it, you're going to just be in, I feel like this summer is already flying by. We're like a week in and it's already almost July. We're talking about, we got 4th of July coming up. So yeah, you got to get to that early, Tyler. We got to plan these things.
Is it all East Coasters in your league?
It is not. It's actually West Coasters. One league that I'm the commissioner of is the West Coasters. I am in an East Coast league as well. They are usually nice to me though, and they draft late at night, so I can take part in those usually, which is super nice. The old high school buddies got second place last year, so aiming for first this year. If you ain't first, you're last, Tyler, is what they always say. All right, so we've started our best ball here. Jamar Chase went off the board. Saquon, Bijan following that up there. So we are pick 11. Tyler, you like the 11 spot, though.
I do like the 11 spot. I think it's fun. For the purpose of the show, I don't love it just because it's, we have
it's like
two
back
picks
to back.
very close.
Yeah.
I think it is more fun when we're in the middle, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, as they say.
Exactly. So we are coming up here. Okay, CeeDee Lamb, then Gibbs, McCaffrey. Kind of, so far, anything too surprising?
No. CMC's been sneaking up there a little bit. Other than that, pretty much status quo. All right. So we're going to be able to get a couple probably stud wide receivers here. Neighbors went. All right. I
favor
Nico.
Nico or Amon-Ra?
I go Nico. The reason is I think Nico actually has a path to being the number one receiver next year, whereas I don't think Amon-Ra or BTJ can.
Okay. So we're going Nico Collins for our first pick. Amon-Ra, also pretty solid as well. And Thomas. Now where are we going here with our second pick here at the turn?
Personally, I would be skipping Henry. I would be going either London or Brown. I am okay with absolutely either one of those. The Eagles didn't. What's
London?
Up?
I might go London here.
Okay.
I'm running out of time. Go ahead, but what you were saying about
the Eagles
Brown.
really didn't throw that much last year, and even though they are a very, very good team, I would expect them to start throwing a little bit more than they were last year. So I don't mind going there.
Yeah. I feel like I've had him on my season-long fantasy the last couple years, and obviously he's a beast. I like the prospects for Drake London and kind of that offense as a whole. It's kind of an interesting one to me with Drake London. The concerning thing, obviously, with AJ Brown is injuries, and then is he going to be reading books on the sidelines? And I don't know. Any thoughts?
I'm fine if he's there reading books. I don't mind that. At least he's, trying to better himself.
Yeah, that's
I'm
that's
sure
true.
he's doing it
How can you
when he's
knock it?
off.
Self improvement, We're all just trying to
Yeah.
be a little bit better than we were yesterday. That's all we can do. That's the life lessons that we go over here in our best ball drafts. Just trying to cover all our bases.
That we do.
Next thing you know, we'll be talking cold plunge. It'll be like an Andrew Huberman podcast. Any Huberman
Yeah.
bros out there?
We might get there.
All right. So nice. 14 picks away. Sorry, guys. I don't have it on the. There we go. Grid mode. There we go. Let's check out the chat. Which Stroud we getting this year? That's the question, right? With our.
Yeah, hopefully that O-line is better. I think that's the big deciding factor over there.
You got to think that, I don't know. I was a little disappointed in Stroud last year, but you got to think it's still there. I still have PTSD, Tyler, from CJ Stroud against the Bulldogs when he almost beat us back in the college football playoffs. What was it, 2 years ago? Anyways, dude's a gamer, can rise to the occasion. Again, like you said, offensive line, let's step it up there, shall we?
Yeah. So what we got? We got 6 away or so. So far, we got London and Collins.
All right. 7 picks away. I'm just kind of looking across the board to see what some other people are doing. Oh, we have Tate Kaw with 2 RBs off the board. Yeah, most people leaning into those wide receivers as they should.
Yeah, fairly.
We probably got a sharp squad here. Let's see. Star Fox. That's an awesome name. Star Fox.
All right, let's see what we got here. So we're probably going to be able to take either Allen or Lamar if we want to do that.
Okay.
We could take your boy.
I don't know
Brees,
that I've
probably
gotten a quarterback this early before, but I'm game for it.
I have a ton of Lamar. Allen just went.
Yeah,
but
saw that.
I'm definitely totally fine with that. I mean, we also might have McLaurin there.
Yeah, I love that.
We could reach a bit and take Daniels too, or just hope Lamar or Brees fall back to us.
So should we go McLaurin here? We could also go Lamar.
I don't have very much of them, so we might as well. I personally don't love where he's taken. I don't think he's gonna come back with 13 touchdowns again, which he kind of needs to. But I also need to be getting a little more of him than I am. So
Brees Hall went after. Okay. Okay, we're back on the clock here, Tyler. What are we rolling with for our pick? Are we doing the Daniels?
I would say let's reach and go Daniels.
Get that stack taken care of.
I like Lamar way more, but let's get the stack and let's move on.
Let's just do it. I'm with you. Now, probably, are we thinking running back for our next pick, depending on where we're at? Or are you still of the mind you're kind of leaning still into that 0 RB kind of a build?
For me, it is just to see what kind of falls.
Yeah.
absolutely am fine going running back if we get a guy dropping here, but where we're going to be selecting, it's, going to be kind of rough. We're not necessarily going to have a stud running back there. We're looking at, maybe Ken Walker drop into us or Mixon, um, which I don't mind taking them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
wide receiver is already dropping off quite a bit at that level. Do we prefer eliminator style on Underdog or the regular best ball style? Uh, I do love the new eliminator style. I think it is very fun, but I do prefer the regular. I will be drafting both though.
Nice.
And yes, Peter, Jaden over Lamar is absolutely crazy. But
It is a
both are
little
going
nuts.
both are going very close to each other in ADP, and with having a McLaurin, might as well just lock it up.
Okay. Getting kind of close to us. Let's see what's available. 8 picks away. Still got some time. Once again, we've got Jaden Daniels, Nico Collins, Drake London, and Terry McLaurin. That is a good wide receivers room right there. Nice. So,
Yeah, it's a great start. Solid 3.
yeah. The only concern, of course, is Jaden Daniels maybe has like a CJ Stroud second year drop off. I don't know though. I don't foresee that happening. Do you?
I mean, he got more weapons, so
Exactly.
I would say likely no, but I mean, second year players generally do have a little bit of a drop off,
Mm-hmm.
but he could be different too. So we are getting some running backs. It
Yeah.
looks dropping
Oh
to us a
yeah.
bit. Well, I don't know if they're going to be dropping, but we'll see them.
Not of those four
Uh,
running backs on the board right now, we've got Mixon, Walker, Kamara, and Harvey.
I mean,
Are you thinking with the? What are you thinking?
I each kind of have their own, kind of role. I wouldn't mind that Mixon. Well, Mixon just went. I wouldn't mind
Mm-hmm.
that Mixon Collins kind of stack. Walker was my favorite of them, but he's gone now. So we got Kamara, Harvey.
Oh,
I
Harvey's gone.
I honestly don't mind going a wide receiver here. Can you scroll down to see a little bit
Yeah.
else we have? Okay, I would probably be going either Rome or Juwan Jennings. Both of them I like. I think Juwan Jennings is probably going to be at least the wide receiver 1 for the first 4 weeks, but he could potentially be
Let's
further.
do. I'm going Rome.
Um, and when it comes back around to us, I don't think it's that crazy to just keep going wide receiver.
Okay. Let's do it. We're just who else we got at running back?
Or if we wanted to go, they reached on Godwin. I'd probably just go Juwan Jennings.
Okay.
I mean, the worry here is that like his breakout season was late in his career, so maybe it was a little fluky, but
Mm-hmm.
they packed Debo, shipped him off. There's a ton of drama going on with Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk in
Yeah.
San Francisco. Like this, the path where Juwan Jennings is just the wide receiver 1. Okay, Gail, thoughts on weekly winners tournament? I personally do not love the weekly winners tournament. I think it is absolutely worthy of putting a couple shots out there if you want to. I just think it's very, very hard to win that tournament. You at least do have 17 weeks, at a chance to, but you just understand need to understand the format and that you're building for, a select couple weeks. And the rest of them you can just kind of throw away. Just make a strategy kind of for that and go with it that way to just maximize, a couple weeks during the season and hope you can hit one of those. But all you need to do is cash once or twice and it pays for itself. So I don't think it's wasting money, but I just don't personally love the upside and would like some of the other contests a little bit more. And Pete, yes, we are literally going
Literal
zero
zero
RB.
RB.
We're sending it.
We're just punting on the running back.
But you know what? We can hit running back hard here. And we got elite quarterbacks, so we're probably only going to need to go 2 quarterbacks. And we can hit running back hard.
Okay. I hope it's not last year's running back season where nobody, well, except for CMC, gets hurt, essentially. Everyone stayed super healthy last year.
Even in that situation, I think we can make it work because there's still enough guys that are going to have some work, So if we grab 5 guys that all are going to have some weekly work, we can kind of piece it together. Now, do I love doing it? No, it's risky, but there's upside in it.
Hey, no risk it, no biscuit. Let's go. We're 2 picks away here. And we got to get ourselves our first running back here.
Yes.
I am
all on that Swift train personally.
Let's do it. Yep, I'm with you on that one.
Can we click the running back, see what else is going on there?
We got Pacheco, Pollard, Robinson, Mason, Jalen Warren, ETN. I'm actually higher on. I'm a little bit higher on ETN this year. Tyrone Tracy, Cam Scatabo, Najee Harris, Zach Sharp.
I personally probably be going with Pacheco here. I just like the upside.
I'm with you.
Don't mind Tony Pollard either, though. But
I'm going to go with, Pacheco.
I mean, it's obvious that they're going into the season thinking Pacheco's their their running back 1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, look at this. We went 0 RB and we have 2 guys that are the right running back 1s to start. Now it's just, can Pacheco prove it? It's a guy that was like a 3rd, 4th round last year, and we got him in the 8th.
Pretty good stuff there.
All right, so what do we have? We have Daniels, we have Swift, Pacheco, Collins, Drake London, Scary Terry, Rome, and Jawan Jennings. So we got a nice little Rome and Swift stack along with McLaurin and Daniels. We could also, kind of target Caleb here on this.
Yep.
If we want to. With we got week 18 correlation with San Francisco and the Bears.
Nice. Yeah, I referenced that Line Star. If you guys are Line Star subscribers, you have access to the Best Ball tool, and on that Best Ball tool is a tool called the Games Heat Map. And Tyler talked about correlation in those later weeks in the playoffs, and it has a tool whereby you can see the implied point totals for the different teams in their weeks 15, 16, and 17, which of course are those Best Ball weeks. How have you been Like, is that a super important deciding factor for you when you go into these drafts?
Um,
Because it's like you got to
correlation and
get
stuff.
there, right? Like you got
I
to get to the
well,
playoffs.
I mean that's the whole thing is you got to get
Yeah.
there. So it's definitely a deciding factor, but it is not the only factor, and it's more of a tiebreaker than anything, in my opinion, at least. So we're only like five away. And we can kind of go a lot of different places.
Oh, sorry, we can't. I'm sure
Uh,
you're happy. We don't have to make
Purdy
Taylor
is
Swift references.
definitely a possibility. We could go that way. However, we're going to be a skinny stack with him. But that also gives us that week 17 correlation. Is Caleb still available?
Let's see. Yep.
I'm fine with Purdy or Caleb here. If we go Caleb, I'd want to wait because his ADP is different or lower. We could go Tyrone Tracy. We could go.
I'll
I
go
can't
Purdy
see what else
here.
is on the board.
I like the San Francisco stack in there, although could have gone, I guess. Could have kind of gone either way.
Yeah, I mean we could have got a different player and then hoped one of those guys fell.
I'm a little nervous about Purdy. To be, any thoughts on
Well,
his
you just
outlook?
clicked him. All right, so we're on the board
Well,
again.
can't talk that. Sorry.
We got
Next break we'll
Tracy.
talk about it.
We do have a little KC, so there's some correlation
Do we
with
need to
Evan
get a
Ingram.
tight end here, or are we?
We don't need to.
Okay.
I like the late tight ends
Yeah.
probably more, but I don't mind Evan and Ingram. So we got Tracy Wade, Ingram. I'm fine with either of those. Can you scroll down to see what else we got?
Yeah. We're probably gonna get Tracy. 3 seconds. I just haven't started.
Yeah.
We got Tracy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
better to,
So, talking about Brock Purdy, what is any outlook on Mr. Purdy for the next season? Struggled at times last year, but
I like where the
has a lot of
49ers are going in
weapons.
general.
Yeah.
It's a good offense, system offense that he can work well in, and he has rushing upside that people don't really consider a thing, but the percentage of his fantasy points coming from rushing was similar to Lamar's last year.
Wow.
We got a couple comments here. Eddie Perez asked if we're doing another draft after this, and then somebody asked if Ben Sinnott is going to be a thing this season. He's definitely a possible option at tight end. He didn't do anything, but a tight end, especially later round tight ends, can have a tougher time being a force in the NFL early in their career. So Ertz is older. He could get hurt. He could fall off a little bit more. There's definitely a path to Ben there. And then the other question was, are we going to do another draft?
Ooh. You got 2 in you, Tyler? Or do we need a lunch break and come back later?
If we're going to do 2, we might as well just
double it up.
Hammer them out.
Let's do it.
If we do another, I would say let's just do a 20-second clock instead of 30.
So, all right. See how we feel. It's tough work. We'll try to do 2 for you. So you guys can, if you're just joining, can hop into those. I'll scroll to the top and you guys can take a look at how this whole draft has transpired with nothing too surprising. Yeah. Nothing I've seen has really jumped out to me, although I have been a little distracted just by whenever I'm doing these videos, the chat and stuff. But I think with our Daniels pick was a little bit early, but we were trying to lean into that. stack with
It's fine.
Scary Terry.
Eckler can definitely be on our radar going 0 RB here.
Yep. All right, so coming up in 2 picks, we have 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 0 tight ends. We've got who's jumping out to me here?
Somebody is jumping out to me, but I'm going to bite my lip on it for a second.
Is it Tootin? Or
It sure is.
It is?
Oh, it's Tootin. Yeah. I like where he's going now that he's back to the 130s a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We got 0 RB. I don't mind going there with that. Also don't mind Mims. Mims has, big time wide receiver upside and going late.
I'm going to go with your first
I would rather Tootin.
instinct. It's an interesting one.
Stevenson is a tough one for me.
Why?
Because they took Henderson, didn't even love the role that he had last year, but he's going to get work. And in these, 0 RB teams, you're kind of hoping just for the situation for one of the split work backs to get a ton of work. And I mean, Henderson gets hurt, the chance.
All right, so we are up now. Are we going tight end here?
I side with Mims personally, but
yep, Mims.
If you wanted to go somewhere else, I'm fine with it too.
Or any of these tight ends tickle your fancy? You kind of like to go later with that. I'll go Mims here. Wide receiver. So we've got Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, DeAndre Swift, Isaiah Pacheco, Tyrone Tracy, Shal Tootin, Nico Collins, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Roma Dunze, Jawan Jennings, and Marvin Mims. So that's a look at where we're at.
Our running back room filled out nicely with going totally 0 RB. We got some upside. And we got some weekly points. So.
And I do think that last year was a bit of an anomaly in that, like, basically everyone stayed super healthy. And in terms of the running back position, I think there usually is more of those situations, like you mentioned, where that's somebody else getting, or at least for like a chunk of the season, somebody's out, and it's just about volume in that case. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got somebody doing an MLB.
This is BBM, Eddie, and Ober or Sandy Alcantara. It's a tough one.
Let's see what our projection is.
Maybe Bailey. But Miami could always ship Sandy somewhere, and then that could definitely help his stock. All right, so 9 picks away. What do we got? 4 running backs?
Let's see. Yep. 2, 4, 6, 0. This is our current build. Six picks away.
All right. So
So,
where are you thinking you want to go here?
let's see. We're coming up in about 4 picks. Let's see what the tight ends are looking like.
Yeah, I mean,
I would go tight end here, but that's
I would probably just punt it more. In
you
my
would.
yeah,
Because
I
who are
mean
you gonna get?
these guys aren't much different than what you're getting 2-3 rounds later.
See, I think
Um, I
I think someone
Ferguson
like Jake
solid.
Ferguson is much but gonna be like leaps and bounds better than what you're gonna get later
I
in
mean, is he though? He
from.
didn't even do much last year, and now they have
I know,
Pickens.
but I feel like there's something about the Cowboys this year that I'm kind of like interested in. The Cowboys offense specifically. Um, I think the addition, the more I consider it, hopefully Pickens just adds another element. Ferguson will be the, those shorter, shallower passes and
I
can
mean,
take
they're going to
that
throw the ball
and
a
then
ton. Well,
be.
here, click Ferguson, but let's see who else is there because we're not taking any of the other tight ends right
Mhm.
now. We don't need quarterbacks, so you can unclick that.
Mhm.
Um,
Wait.
it's really we're looking running back wise. I guess we don't really need to take. Oh, Ferguson dropped to us, anyways. Yeah, these running backs aren't going to do anything. Or Eckler's coming up too? I think, right?
Where is Eckler?
Or
Let's
did he
see.
already go? Oh yeah, he went 2 picks ago. Dang it. Yeah, let's just go Ferguson.
Okie doke. I'm going to let the clock run on it as we consider we're coming up again here in
Yeah.
2 picks.
I wouldn't mind looking at some more correlation for Washington because we missed on Eckler. 49ers, there's not much. Unfortunately, Garendo went
Mm-hmm.
already, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
Yeah, he would have been like 140. He's not on there.
All right.
If we take quarterback or sorry, wide receiver, it might be our last.
So, as far as wide receiver, Quentin Johnson, Joshua Palmer, Jalen McMillan, Adam Thielen is available. But
I don't mind
Al-
going another RB here or Quentin Johnson.
what about Algier?
I'm fine with that. He has the, big upside
Mm-hmm.
if Bajan
That's what
gets
I'm
hurt.
thinking.
Jalen Wright is one that I've been
Yeah.
trying to get a lot lately. So years prior, Miami was always a 2-back kind of situation. And Wright started to look a lot better towards the end of the last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is, an outlier chance that he has regular workload. And then you obviously have the upside if Achan gets hurt, he's probably the guy.
Yeah. I was reading an article about Wright recently that was kind of promising in the way that the coaches, I mean, who can really understand coach speak at this point? It's all kind of the same, but
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah. Let's see.
Coach
Could be
speak.
there. He's got the speed, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's solid. He's definitely a solid player, but just who knows how it ends up breaking down when we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about football in June.
That's right. So battling Madison and Ollie Gordon to be
Yeah,
Achan's backup.
which I
He did
think
have a 5.9 explosive run rate and an 18% missed tackle rate. Pretty good. So something to
yeah,
watch during camp. That's definitely one to watch.
I think it's probably his job, but anything can happen. You got to play the season still, right?
Yeah, sure do. Sure do. 11 picks away. I don't love this.
Sorry,
Like,
Eddie.
oh,
Sorry,
what?
Eddie. Didn't mean to throw that out there. I do like
What did
where
we
he's
throw
going as
out?
well. He said, "Don't put Achan and Hurt into
Uh,
the universe. I have way too much of him." And then he said, "Haha, very likely." Yeah. I mean, we saw him always banged up, and then was durable. He put on some more weight, so maybe that's why. But he also lost some explosiveness. So you don't totally know what you're going to get out of him.
we are how many picks away here?
All
6 picks
right.
away.
So,
Okay.
and we're
We're at
on
2 quarterbacks,
15 here.
5 running
So
backs, 6 wide receivers, and 1 tight
I
end.
don't hate going Ertz. I
Oh, yeah.
love going Gesicki.
Put him on the queue.
I would probably say let's go away from Dowdle. Only reason is even if Hubbard gets hurt, he's probably not going to be a boom player. I mean, it'd still be a great value in the 15th, but who's our running back room?
Swift, Pacheco, Tracy, Tootin, Algier. I
Rico does
actually was
give us
eyeing
some weekly.
I was eyeing that
Oh,
Nick Chubb pick.
oh, I'm not. I'm out
I'm
on him.
holding out hope for him, Tyler. Don't
That's a
talk bad
hard
about
no
my
for me.
Georgia Bulldog like that.
Hard no for me. So I think Gesicki is a better player with more upside, but Ertz fits our stack much better.
Yeah.
So
Let's do Ertz. And then I'll let the clock run out. We're coming up again. 2 picks away. So we've got 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs,
How do you feel
6.
about Dobbins? I'm glad I loaded my bags with him mostly on DK in the 17th, 18th, 19th round. Yeah, I mean that was great value getting him back there. I think that at least early in the season, it's probably his job.
Okay, we are up.
I don't hate just going Gesicki. That gives us, 3 decent tight ends there. If we want the possibility of some weekly work, we could
I like
go
Gesicki.
Sanders or I love the upside of DJ Giddens. If JT gets hurt, Giddens is going to crush.
We went Gesicki there.
All right. So
Cool. 20
we got
picks
2
away.
more here. We got what a 2
Let's look at
5
our 2 5 6
7
3
or 6 3.
right now.
I would like to go one more running back, and then we kind of have a luxury pick that I would probably side with going wide receiver because we only have 6 of them.
Yeah, I agree. Cool.
Sorry, Eddie, as far as the split between them, I think it's probably Dobbins early in the season with the majority of work. Harvey is going to get more of the passing work likely, or maybe some high value touches. I'm okay with going with him where he's being drafted now on teams where you need some like kind of early points. But I do think Dobbins is probably going a little high now. But there are some teams I will absolutely still be taking them. And good on you for grabbing them early. I think the big question now is Keenan Allen or Amari Cooper. Are they going to get signed anywhere? Are they going to play football this year? Those are 2 that could move up a little bit. All right, so we got like 10 until us or 9?
10 picks away. Just hydrating, Tyler.
Yes, unlikely
Hydration is important.
he stays. Yeah, I've been sipping on some tea
It's the
while we've
summertime.
been
We got
talking.
heat waves across the country, although not here in Southern California. But you know what?
It's gonna be like 70 here today, but it's a little cooler than it's been for sure.
Nice. My mom called me the other day from New York. They were having a massive heat wave. It was over 100
So
degrees.
yeah,
and
I
and with
that
East
East
Coast,
Coast
it's like that
summer
sticky,
heat
gross, sweaty
humidity.
humidity. Yeah,
I
nasty.
I can't handle it. All right, so we got a few more coming up here. 2 picks away. Let's scroll the heck down. See what we got. So we want a
All
running
right.
back. We want a wide receiver. Maybe just click those two. And we're on the clock here. I love A.D. Mitchell. Don't
Oh,
mind
me too.
Keaton Mitchell. Berard Smith. Very interesting. Alec Amanora, I think, is interesting. Who do you want here?
A.D. Mitchell.
You want AD? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll with AD.
So now we
Got
need
some
running
upside
back,
there.
right?
Now, click running back here. Do you think we need some weekly points, like early season points
Let's see what we got.
for running back? So we got 3 guys essentially that are
Yeah,
going
we
to give
do.
us early. So Brashard Smith, big time upside. Don't mind going there.
Okay.
Keaton Mitchell has upside if Henry gets hurt. Only thing with Brashard Smith is we already have Pacheco. So I forgot about that.
True. Yeah.
Scroll down,
Mitchell
see what
for
else we
now.
got here. I don't mind Corum. We got Swift, so no on Mungai.
I like
We're
Mitchell.
going Mitchell. That's fine.
I like that a lot.
He showed glimpses in his rookie season, then just was unhealthy last year. I promise you that New York doesn't have Houston. Texas humidity. The doors and hallways outside are sweating.
Really?
Girls spend
crazy.
an hour doing their hair for the humidity to ruin it in like 2 minutes.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, that golf humidity I could see being rough. I haven't experienced it. So are we gonna hop in another one here or what?
Yeah, let's do it. So that's let's recap our team here.
Or is he third down? Eddie, I think he is going to get early season work and probably third down role at least early. And that's why I was asking Shannon if I thought we needed early season points, because I would have thrown Ford in there.
So we finish up Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Swift, Pacheco, Tyrone Tracy, Tootin, Algier, Keaton Mitchell. For wide receiver, pretty set. Collins, London, McLaurin, Adunze, Juwan Jennings, Mims, A.D. Mitchell, Jake Ferguson, Zach Ertz, Mike Gesicki.
Eddie, let's go 22nd. And
let's
we will run
go
it back
to
just
drafts.
so we're not,
Best ball.
Talking.
Draft number 2. Here we
All
go.
Right, we're entering.
We're going
Anybody
to 20.
Come join us.
Number 2. Filled, waiting for one person.
All right. Are you in there with us, Eddie? Oh, already
Eddie's
filled.
in?
Wow. Quick one.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that we're 7, so we're not going to be rushed as much between picks,
Yeah.
and can
That's great. Great for the content.
can actually talk. Ah, Eddie might have missed us. Let's see
Oh
who
no.
10, 11, 12. I guess it went quick.
Yeah, that was fast.
Mm-hmm. We got a couple red badges. Oh, he's at 9. What is it?
Oh, nice. Incredible
Ah,
edible. That's
sneaky throwing that Eddie in there. I like it. I like
sweet.
it.
All right. Who do
Pete
we think
tried
we're
to
gonna
get
get
in
at
but couldn't.
7? Nakua? Puka,
I
let's
would love
go.
Nakua. Would absolutely love him, but see, we got to see how it plays out.
Just like
If
last
Gibbs
time.
falls
Chase
there, I have very
Barkley.
little Gibbs, and I need to get more of him just because he can
I
be
know.
number 1 pick. But it's just I have a hard time
He,
clicking it there because it's a
yeah.
split job
Yep.
until
Still
somebody gets hurt.
split.
All right.
All right. There we
Yeah.
go.
Now I do want to go Nakua. I want to throw it out there. What's your thoughts on CMC?
I am definitely concerned in terms of injuries and in terms of them being cautious with him. So
Yes.
I
That's my
am
where
I'm
I'm at
okay
also.
passing on CMZ in the first round, or
I
in the
At
early
12 I was
10
considering.
picks. Yeah.
Uh at 8 I have a real hard time. I'm pretty much going to be taking him if I can get him 13, 14. I'll do it, but where I was going earlier at 8 I have a
Yeah.
hard time doing it.
I mean, there's no doubt he's going to be
He
like
could
week
break
in,
fantasy
week
too,
out.
though. Like
Yes.
he could be next year's number 1. So Rams do have Falcons week 17. Seattle week 16. Lions week 15. So, nice set of games there. Likely high scoring ones for the playoff weeks.
Nice. Coming up again. Love the 7 spot. Or the 6. So what are we? 7.
Ooh, Eddie getting BTJ at 16. You got to like the 9
Woohoo!
now. Who we got here? Is London available?
Oh,
Oh, no,
who are
he
we
did get
going with
taken.
here?
I'm good with AJ or Achan. Either one of them,
I
I'm
kind of
good
want
with.
Achan.
All right, let's roll with them. I mean, at 18, I don't hate Bowers either, but I have a ton of Bowers from earlier in draft season.
Yeah. With how much they're adding, how many weapons that Las Vegas is adding, do you think that detracts from Bowers or adds to his value?
I think it's a big boost to offense as a whole,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
totally
think
fine.
I'm that way as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Who did Eddie take with his first one?
Let's see. Malik Neighbors.
Neighbors BTJ start. I like it.
Woohoo!
That's,
Nice.
probably not a ton of those combos out there. All right,
See, we
so
got
Eddie's
3 teams
a
doing
RB guy.
the 0 RB so far.
Eddie's an RB guy. And well, we got a hero RB going here.
I like it.
All right, so 4 away.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on Bucky Irving at 21? I mean, we're not. He's not going to
Um,
go to
I
us,
like
but
Bucky Irving. You
I have
don't?
a hard time paying for him at that. Like, I love him
Get
as a
it.
player,
Yeah.
but I think that price is just up there.
Too high. Yeah, some of these ADPs are getting a little crazy. Let's just everybody
And there
calm down
goes,
with.
yeah,
All
one
right,
hole
here we
and
are.
Burrow's Allen.
Trey McBride, Chase Brown, Tyreek Hill, Terry McLaurin. Um, what is
I have
it?
a hard time fading Trey and Brown at 31. I'm good for either one of those guys.
I love
McBride,
Trey McBride.
I I
I
mean,
think
touchdown variance has to go in his way.
yes, exactly.
Hey,
That's a huge point.
check the one hole really went Burrows and Allen. Did I?
Yeah.
Ugh, round two, All right,
Interesting.
all right. I wonder if he got timed out.
Must have been a yeah, might have been a
Yes, Bucky playoff schedule is nice. Tampa Bay schedule is great in the playoffs. I I just have a hard time paying for it because maybe it's just last year that he was going so late and he's now a second round pick. Um, but yeah, round two Burrow. Wow. All right, so coming up at 42, we probably need to go wide receiver here.
I already know who I
Brees is
want.
also Brees is falling too, so I mean we could probably do a lineup where we go like 4 RB and just have like 9 wide receivers.
Brees went off the board.
Okay. Now, oh, dang it.
My
Tet and
immediate
DJ went. Well, we got upside with Worthy if you want to go
I
there.
love Worthy. Yeah, I was gonna say I like the speed with
All right.
Worthy, and I thought he like really came into his own
Late in the season.
late, and that's
Yeah.
when you usually see those rookies popping for
Yeah.
under Andy Reid. Cool. So let's go back to the grid mode. Let's see.
Better draft for us, hopefully, with that one. Hopefully, if he gets more QBs, this draft is in trouble. Yes. Hopefully, he doesn't take more. Yeah. I mean, the guy in second took Lamar at 26. That's early.
Yeah, these we've already got what 5 quarterbacks off the board, but let's see. Pickens. A couple picks away. Check out who we're working with here.
Eddie, we generally stream more so middle of the day. We're just doing it earlier because there's only one baseball game this afternoon. So we usually do a prop show in the mornings, then afternoon. Ha, nice. You hit on a player prop and subbed. I like it.
Nice.
All right, so we're coming up here. Got a couple. Zay Flowers is my absolute favorite here, but we also could go Waddle with the H-hand stack. Don't mind that way. I'm fine going Calvin Ridley.
I kind of like Flowers.
Hampton got taken, so that question is out for me now. It's really, do you want to lead into the stack here or not? Oh, you took Flowers. My screen, I think, stalled for a second.
Got a little. Let's go back to our.
If Waddle drops, we got to take him. Highly doubt he does, but that's an auto click. Auto click Sitch. Travis Hunter. Thoughts, feelings. Let's hear from you too, Eddie. What are you thinking on Travis Hunter? And Petro, if you're still watching.
I'm actually higher on Jacksonville as a whole than maybe I should
love
be.
Jacksonville as
like
a team.
Yeah. It's a good situation. I mean,
all right, we're coming up in a couple here. Eddie's on the clock.
Went James Conner, then Roma Dunze. We are on the clock with, let's see, we've got Addison, Godwin, Olave, Jerry Jeudy. What piques your interest here?
Click Addison and then let's cue Addison and then keep looking. I don't mind Godwin. A huge upside, obviously.
Yeah. We went Addison because 20 seconds comes quick, but I actually really like Addison. Yeah. Interested in what the Vikings offense is going to look like now with Sam Darnold no longer
with JJ.
With JJ McCarthy back there. You think he'll be all right?
Peter, Hunter going too early, rookie playing two positions. Don't truly know what the team is doing with him. I'll wait a year. I kind of am on Peter's side here. Look, the guy is 6 foot, 185, 88 pounds. Like, he's 15 pounds or bigger than I am. You know, like, I just have a very hard time seeing him stay healthy or believing that he's going to be able to stay healthy and play both sides of the ball at a large clip. And Eddie kind of said that too. Injuries scare me, but I'm not as high on him. I'm drafting him if he falls past ADP. Yeah, I have literally none of them yet.
2 picks away.
With us.
1 pick away.
Dang it. I was hoping
Myers would fall.
Myers is going to fall because he's a great pick when you're hurting a little bit at wide receiver.
All right. We are on the clock. Who you like?
I probably got to go with one of the running backs. Montgomery, Judkins.
Yep.
Johnson.
I'm good with
any of the 3. Demont's.
Let's go.
A very solid RB2. We also do have Addison, which gives week 17.
Nice
correlation. And if we want to go Hawkinson, then we're set up for that JJ team as well.
Let's see what. All right, so say about half the teams have a quarterback now. Let's see what other builds we're looking at. Nobody's as hardcore as us from last draft, Tyler. Going 0 RB. Oh, wait. Golden. We do have one. Golden one.
The guy that took 2 quarterbacks? Or Burrow?
Yeah. Not sure if it's hardcore or if it's just some kind of auto select situation, but.
Oh, man. Does he only have 1 wide receiver? Okay,
no, he has
a couple there.
He's got
his wide receiver room gonna be a little lacking. All right,
coming up
round 8 here. We got Worthy, so we could go Mahomes here.
Let's do it.
Mahomes or Hawkinson, I'm totally fine with. Oh,
Mahomes revenge tour after
Mahomes it
the way
is.
the Super Bowl played out. Let's do it.
Taking Mahomes at 90, I'm fine with that. Uh, man, Ayuk is in a very interesting spot here with how much. I don't know. Have you seen the shit that he's been talking
No, what
about the
is he been
49ers?
saying?
He's been commenting on like YouTube and stuff, like saying he like wants all the smoke from them and obviously not happy.
All right. That's a great way to start off heading into.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Um, all right,
Let's
so we're
see.
coming back around here. Already only have like 6 more. Picks are flying.
Yeah, everybody's dialed in. I like it.
Yeah, I love it when the draft goes quick like this. Let's just cue Kelsey now to get ready for it. He's only a couple off. Man, we have McBride.
Whoop.
McBride and up Kelsey just went.
Kelsey got snagged.
Yeah. So we should be looking for Hollywood later or Brashad Smith as a last pick.
All right, we are
We're on the
on
clock.
the clock. Are you
Little early for me to go ETN. I don't mind taking the value on Ayuk. We're 15, 16 past.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet. Just take the value and move on. Not crazy about
he
not
said
crazy about Ayuk this season, but
I pulled up the message. They was talking about trading me while I was off Percocet's muscle relax. Okay, I'm not gonna read this.
yeah.
But couldn't walk for 10 weeks. Ain't nobody trading for me. What was he trying to say there?
He was essentially saying they're unrealistic trying to trade him when he couldn't walk. But also the fact that he said that is another conversation too, because if he couldn't move his leg, there's a high chance that he had an MCL situation as well, which that is speculated on, but like hasn't been confirmed. So that's just like another level of like, ooh, should we be worried here?
Yeah. Well, he's on our squad, so let's hope for the best.
Yeah. Who's our fourth wide receiver?
We got
Addison.
Nakua, Worthy, Flowers, Addison. Yep. So we are 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 5 wide receivers, and 1 tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty balanced build here. I like it. 2 picks away now. We've got.
Are we going to be able to be part of the Scata Boys?
I wouldn't mind it. Although
he's taking Eddie's a Scata boy.
Eddie sniping us.
Where do you want to go here?
Luther Burden.
I'm fine with some Luther. I'm fine with some Sharbs. Fine with let's go.
Let's go Luther Burden. I'm interested to see how he does. I think he could be good.
Yeah, I just wish he was playing more. I wish he had OTAs. Like it's gonna take a little while for him to kind of ramp up.
With the guys we have, though, you got to think we're in good shape for at least the first part of the season with Nakua, Worthy, Flowers, Addison. Those guys. So cool. All right, we are 9 picks away. This is a look at how this draft has been moving along nicely. And got Patrick Mahomes as our quarterback. We're in the 11th round here. Coming up at our pick, which is 127 overall. Our current build is one quarterback, two running backs, six wide receivers, one tight end. So, Tyler, are we kind of leaning into the running backs on this next turn, depending on who's available?
We can go wherever. I don't mind going running
Yeah.
back. I don't mind if Caleb falls. I mean, getting him at 127 is kind of wild. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't mind just taking that.
Okay.
And
Yep.
um,
Yep.
oh, you
Nope.
got taken.
Got taken.
I also don't hate going Drake May and then trying to get Kyle Williams. You know, that's
All right.
he probably doesn't
What?
fall to us. So throw that out there now. Or
What?
I
The
don't mind
Drake
going
May?
Tootin or Spears. You know, like I think there's tons of different ways we can go.
Mm, let's go Drake May. Interesting. I don't think I've drafted Drake May yet in any of my drafts so far.
You have not, huh?
Have you? Have you gotten a lot of them?
Yes. I like myself some Drake May. Got a good old Michael Bush bomb in Chicago just now. Love seeing that for all my Michael Bush shares. For
Ah, nice.
MLB best ball, taking it back.
Yeah, that was a good preseason pick of sleeper pick. Nice. 7 picks away
He's
here.
done decently.
Yeah, I haven't looked at what are his overall numbers. I feel like every time I look up, he's hitting a bomb though. What are his home
Yeah.
run numbers?
I mean, he's like top 5 in WAR at first base, I think. So he's doing well.
Oh, only 12 homers. Okay, that's
Yeah. I I mean, he's on the
maybe
pace we thought.
expected more.
25-ish
Mm-hmm.
home runs, you
Yeah.
know.
All right, I think we're a couple away here. Yeah, 3 picks away.
All right, May got taken. Doubt it happens, but you know where I want to go if the guy falls to us.
Sure do.
Uh, but also love the going Hollywood with our KC stacks. So we're
Mm-hmm.
kind of good either way there.
Nice.
Ooh, he
All
fell
right,
to
the
us.
decision.
I mean, 138, we need running back more than I
Yep,
need Hollywood Brown.
let's do it.
Upside is just too high for that one for me.
Yeah, I agree. And 11 picks away. Just recapping our team here. Mahomes, May, Achan, Montgomery, Tootin, Nakua, Worthy, Flowers, Addison, Ayuk, Burden, Trey McBride as our tight end. And we are
Too shabby.
moving along here. Nice squad that we get. Let's see. Let's see. Oliak CG78 got a nice little Philadelphia stack. That's a good one. All right. Round 13.
Yep.
Coming up.
Yeah, I love that value of Tootin. Getting him around 140 is great.
Yeah.
I will do that all day, every day. Could be this year's Bucky.
Could be.
Same coach. I don't mind some Garendo here. I like his upside with how we were talking about CMC's, questionable situation.
Yeah.
They
Like
say he's fully
Grando.
healthy, so he's probably good to go. But
Smashing that pick.
I
Isaac
think Garendo.
Garendo. I like
I
it.
think Garendo gets some work here.
He definitely does.
Man, I wish Jaden Blue was going a little later. Hard
Yeah,
for me to click
I liked,
that one.
I think I said it in the last draft, but after reading a bit more, I'm definitely a little bit higher on the Dallas offense as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind it. I do agree with you that like that's like kind of high though.
Eddie Perez, I agree with you. Please let Bryce Young have a decent season. I have too much of him. Do you want to go 2 quarterbacks or do you want to go to 3? We're in that 2, mid-round quarterbacks can kind of go either way.
I could go either way.
Man, nobody
I
likes
could go.
Ferguson in these drafts.
Do
At
you want to go there?
162, I mean, why not? We're just done at tight end, and we have 2 solid ones.
Yeah, I like Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, Eddie, I like the waiting on QB approach a little bit too. I like to get one of those mid-round guys usually, and then wait.
Have you been
Sorry, back
getting
to the
any?
question. 2
What was the
quarterbacks
question?
or 1?
Oh,
Or sorry, 2 or 3.
with this, I might. I could either go 2 or like that's a tough one. Who are you thinking though? Like a Cam Ward or? That's the only.
I think
I
we
don't
need
know
to
who
go
else
Hunter
I'd get.
Henry. Yeah. Yeah. I think we kind of need to do Hunter Henry. Just get some correlation with Drake. And then we also should probably look at a secondary, another, maybe a Demario Douglas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Eddie, it is surprising we didn't go Henry, but we also just had such huge value there. 3 tight ends with McBride is going to be a rare build, so I don't mind doing that. I mean, there is a chance that McBride, fails one playoff week and you needed somebody else. So I don't totally hate it. But if we're going 3 tight ends, I'm probably off going 3 quarterbacks with our build.
Yeah.
He may fall back, yes. There is the chance. Just playing a little roulette.
I do like Cam Ward though, but Hunter Henry, we will get to pair that with Drake May.
Mm-hmm. I think that's an obvious one for us.
Just scrolling down the board. All right. 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, wide receiver, tight end. All right. Would you say we are done with quarterbacks and tight ends for now?
Yeah.
Running back, wide receiver focused.
Yeah. And I think Brashard Smith is somebody.
I was going to highlight that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Taking him here is a little too early. Well, I guess not. Actually.
Not really. Maybe.
I don't. I mean, Dowdle's just easy points up. He got taken anyway, so that's good. Demario Douglas got taken, huh?
Yep. All right. Which way you want to go? Because we could go Smith. That's
Don't
currently
mind the
highlighted.
upside of get-ins, but we probably should go wide receiver. Don't love Calvin. I mean, there's upside
Too late.
there. Oh, we got Brashard. Eddie, I didn't do any of the big board or pre-draft. I just too much going on with NBA for me that part of the season to focus too much on big board. Also, I don't love that setup because there's so much in the air still with where the guys fall. I understand that that's some of the fun to some people, but I don't know. I'd rather just go, hot best ball summer and leave it at that. Leave springtime to baseball, basketball.
Pre-NFL. Let's go. Last
all right,
two
let's look at
rounds.
who we're going here. So we got 2 more picks. We probably need 2 wide receivers here. Just because we're kind of lean here. I don't mind Jalen Coker.
What are your thoughts on Keenan Allen?
I worry about that he's even going to be signed somewhere. I don't hate going there. I don't hate the chance. Fine if you want to go there. But I mean, I do worry if he's even going to play football.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like he could land on a decent squad, but we'll go.
He could end up. So I don't that's why I'm saying I don't mind it. Like the upside is there to take him. He could be 20, 30 rounds before he is.
I'm trying to think of who's been in the most recent chatter.
Yeah.
Just Googled. I mean, Broncos fans are saying they should pursue him a little bit harder. The Rams were named best fit.
Yeah, I don't see him going to the Rams. I think with Atwell and Whittington, they're fine there.
Steelers are in the mix. We'll see. Last pick in the draft, coming up in 6 picks.
Should we lean into the New England correlation or just let it be? I hate New England's playoffs. That's the issue.
I would
Bills,
then let it be.
Ravens, and Jets.
Yep. Enough said with that, especially that last.
I don't mind a Alec Amora or a Troy Franklin for the KC correlation there. Also Tesla, because we have Addison and Montgomery gives us some correlation. Cooper, if he gets signed, is going to be way up.
Which one do you want to go with? Franklin or Tesla?
Let's probably go Franklin.
Okay.
He at least has a role.
Nice. All right.
Oh, no, Eddie. All 3 week 14 bye. Ooh. Well, hopefully you have a big lead. Hopefully you have a big lead. And, yeah, that's a rough one. All right, what do we got here,
Looking
Shannon?
good.
What's our team?
Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, Devon Achane, Montgomery, Chutin, Garendo, Rashard Smith, Nakua, Worthy, Flowers, Addison, Ayuk, Burden, Coker, Franklin, McBride, Ferguson, Henry. I like it. Looking good. Definitely a lot of potential there. Could it be the
Nobody
$2
knows
million?
until the chips are down.
Exactly. But
Cards
good
flip
stuff
over.
there, guys. Thanks so much for hanging with us as we draft on this Thursday afternoon. Remember to check out the LineStar app for your best ball rankings and some pretty cool tools in there. Something that we talked about was the game's heat map, so you can see the implied point totals for all of the teams and how they compare to everybody else during those crucial playoff weeks, which is super helpful. Plus, we've got notes in there as well and some great stats, so you can check it out at linestarapp.com and then click on that best ball tab to get into the best ball tool. We also have, this is Underdog specific, but you can select DraftKings as well if you guys are hammering out some DraftKings best ball drafts. You can use that as well. It's a little bit slightly different there. So thanks for drafting with us. Good luck. Do us a favor, like this video, and make sure you're subscribed to the LineStar channel so you can keep up with all the content we're coming out with lately. And we have also got some instructional videos, some guys that we like, some sleepers that we're targeting in our other videos. So go check those out as well. Have a great Thursday. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.